Varsity Club, welcome back to another classic video. The Dublin Shamrocks didn't start the season off too well, but in week 2 they did bounce back and got a win to get themselves back to 500. Look, the goal was to never be below 500 again. Right now we have a big game against the Dallas Cowboys. We're starting to figure things out. Our star quarterback may have made an equipment change finally after begging him for, about a year or so, and I think we're in a good spot. And a couple of guys with some big upgrades, plus we have some major contracts to sign. Let's jump into it. So first things first, we have Levi Fryer, who we've only really seen a game or two of his gameplay, but he's been really good. So we're going to head and offer him, I think, a 4-year deal. We're going to bump it up to about 2.2 million to make sure that he's okay with that, because this is a longer term contract. But if I can get him at 4 years at a little over 3 million all in, I'm honestly here for that. And he signed it. So I can't really go out here and splurge too much money because we got to make sure we get Chase Young. Again, a franchise defensive player. We need him, okay? He's a captain. We need him. He wants 5 years. 9.1 million, $8.81 million are his signing bonus. That makes his contract literally a hair shy of 90 million. Is he worth it? I sure hope so. Chase, we're going to upgrade and we're going to offer you, he wants more money. Now, Levi Fryer did just sign his contract, so we can go ahead and upgrade him. His zone coverage, again, was him at 80 overall. Now, again, he's been a really good player for us so far. +1 to awareness, play rec pursuit, and +3 to tackle. All good signs. Jamison Biddle has, over the last season, become my favorite defensive player that we have. Even more than Glenn Walls. This dude is a stud. Run stopper for sure. He does it all. He gets sacks. He stops the run. He's in there every single play. +1 to block shedding and strength. +2 to man coverage and tackle. Again, good things all around. Rashawn Dorsett. Okay, we got strong arm, we got improviser, we got field general, we have scrambler. The big thing that I'm looking for from him right now is get his short accuracy up. So we're actually going to go to scrambler here. That makes him a 90 overall officially, so big news for him. He gets a lot of upgrades here. +1 to awareness, throw accuracy mid, throw accuracy short, throw on the run, and throw under pressure. Those are all much needed things. If you watch how he's played recently, he needs that for sure, and I'll take it. Now, I do want to call out that Chase Young does have the ability to be upgraded here, but until he signs that contract, we're chilling because I want to keep his price down as much as we can. Last thing I want to give you guys is that if you want to look at the upcoming draft class we had for this season, last season I didn't really touch it that much. That's on me. This season, though, we've got a pretty good one. You got Thomas Timbo. You do a little math in the comments, tell me what name that sounds like. He wears number 15. He's playing for Colorado. School doesn't really matter, but he's 6'5", 255. Again, if you understand where I'm going with that one, let me know in the comments down below. Again, they're showing you a couple things from the top of this draft class. Nicholas Thomas and Carlos Diggs. You got Luke Harper, defensive tackle. Joe Warner, a strong safety out of Miami. CJ Whitfield out of Stanford, a defensive tackle. Maybe George McConnell's not the best, but this dude Chester Campbell, 5'9", 185, 8+ short route. There's a lot of gems in this draft class, and it'll be uploaded for you. Again, GGB, search that on the roster share for the draft classes, and you'll find a whole bunch of classes for that. We've got a home game in Dublin, Ireland. Coach will throw that clipboard because I'm hoping we have a good game. We're not throwing a clipboard out here today. Rashawn Dorsett and the Dublin Shamrocks are ready to get things going. If you notice, Dorsett is wearing a glove on his left hand. He's had a lot of fumble problems. I'm hoping that glove will help him hold on to it because Lord knows if he stops turning the ball over, it's going to be incredible. Just a little heads up, I haven't put out as much Madden gameplay recently because Madden Next Gen is still not so great. Hopefully they patch it soon, and if they do, a lot more gameplay is coming. But just know that if you're wondering why the episodes haven't been pumping out like super crazy, that's why. That was a nice little run by Thad Lindley there. Broke a nice tackle, picked himself up about 5 or 6 yards. We've got a second and short because of it. Going right back to Lindley here. He's going to try to carry, stretches his arm, and he got that first down. Lindley's also sort of had a weird year. He has about 150 yards so far coming into the game over across 2 games. Not exactly Thad Lindley numbers if you've watched him play in his career. Nice little pass to Deontay Arnold by Dorsett again. Looking solid so far. We're only throwing 1 pass. Second is short. Dorsett's going to go in the QB keeper here. Looking a little slow, but okay, I was incorrect. He got the corner. That's all he needed. I'll take the almost 20-yard gain. Dorsett again showcasing that he's fast out there, but most importantly, we got out of bounds and didn't get hit. The less he gets hit, honestly, the better. 1st and 10. Oh my God, what a batted ball. We had Arnold wide open. That would have been huge if we could have actually got him. That'd have been at least 15 yards in that play. Oh, this is a beautiful pass here. We got Bartell, and Bartell's gonna get down to the 7-yard line. We're starting to see him come around. That's good news for us. And again, I'm not really expecting Bartell to come out here and be a dominant #1 receiver. We got Gallup for that reason. Gallup is that dude. I need Bartell just to be a solid dude that can come out here and get us some yards and play pretty well as a rookie. And as you guys kind of saw in the beginning of the episode, we have some major contracts we got to be signing here in the near future. So because of that, it was also really important to get McLaurin off the book so we can sign guys like Chase Young and probably Dorsett and company here soon. And again, granted, Dorsett will be paid for a while, but Lindley is going to be needing a payday going into next season. So we got to make sure that we've got cap space available for him and plenty of other players. Dorsett again. He's got his guy Bronco Barnett, and Barnett's gonna pick that one up. We are on the board before Dallas. Let's hold that lead. All right, offensively, I'm here for it. Defensively, though, we've struggled against teams like Dallas before, so let's do better here, okay? They got Zeke, and they got a healthy Dak. Be worried. What's interesting, though, is that Zeke's not having really a great year right now, kind of similar to real life. He's got about 135 yards coming into today's game. Not a single rushing touchdown either, which is, again, crazy when you think about how good he's been over his career. Done a decently good job here, but now Dak Prescott's got his whole squad out here in the passing game.
Bye, have a great time.
He floats one out of bounds, and on 3rd and 1, that's 4th down now. We're taking that punt. So they had a really good punt. They put us down to our own 5-yard line, so, well, here we are struggling a little bit. Nice. Oh, nice little comeback route. Deontay Oro, I thought it was going to be Michael Gallup, but Deontay Oro's going to go 95 yards on one. Make that 93 yards. We messed up. Sometimes the celebrations you do are incredible, right? They're super fast. You guys still move at a good speed. Sometimes they slow down to that. And, well, here you are throwing your rookie wide receiver a beautiful touchdown pass. Y'all said he wasn't good. Y'all said McLaurin wasn't worth trading for this kid. I'm sorry. So Dallas is doing their best to try to get some points on the board. We're up 14-0, but they're in field goal range pretty much already. Middle and company again, trying to keep them from doing anything productive here. They go to a nice dump out of the backfield. They pick up what looks to be about 6 yards. And we're trying our best to bring some blitzes in here. And for the most part, it's honestly worked. So we're going to keep trying to do it. They go to Zeke. Zeke's got some room here. He doesn't get out quite after Chase Young brings him down after a 2-yard gain. Big 3rd and 2. Honestly, I'm afraid to press cover anybody on our team after what's been happening the past couple of weeks. They go for a run here, but look at that play. I'll take it. So Driver gets a fantastic stop in the backfield when he makes it 4th and 4. Dallas again trying to get their first points on the board. They've been a team that we've really struggled against, but so far this game, we've done well. They got to fire that man. I mean, Dallas had an opportunity with not a gimme, but I mean, that's pretty close to a gimme if you ask me. We're picking the ball up, 1st and 10 again. Going deep on that one. Michael Gallup had it, got feet down, but then dropped it. One thing we want to make sure we don't do is go away from Thad Lindley. He's been so good. We haven't used him a ton today, but again, our offense from the passing game has not looked bad, so we haven't had to use him a ton. Well, 3rd and 7 coming up. Dorsett again, taking his time. He's got his guy in Bartell, and Bartell's going to pick up a big one. Unreal grab. We needed that. The patience by Dorsett. We've been needing it. Is it the glove? Honestly, I don't care. I just need him to play like this every week. Well, 2nd and 7 coming up. Dorsett again has had a fantastic drive. Dorsett seeing a little bit of room here. Could have thrown that one deep, but takes a nice little 12-yard gain or so and picks up the 1st down. Lindley had about 5 or 6 carries so far. Would love to see him get into like the 10-ish range before we get into the first half or into the first half. And so far, he's getting close. 2nd and a couple of yards. Dorsett hands it right back off to Lindley. Lindley again trying to find a gap. He's getting some decent yards. He's on the man's back, but he stopped after 4. Dallas has been a lot better on this drive, but we got a 3rd and 2, which is definitely still manageable here. Dorsett takes his time, dumps it off to Lindley. Lindley again, trying to make somebody miss. Does make a guy miss, falls down like a dead fish, and we got the 1st. Inside the red zone, things are looking really good for this team, much better than they have the past couple of weeks. Going into the postseason even, Lindley breaks a tackle, trucks through some defenders, and we're down at the 8. Let's go, young fella. Right, Lindley is running like crazy, but he looks pretty tired right now, so maybe this isn't the best call. We're still going to give it to him. He's not going to really fight like we probably needed him to, but he does get 4. Hines is going to come in now. Again, Lindley, pretty gassed at the moment. We had a read option queued up, but I don't really like what the defense is giving us in the moment, so we're going to chill on that. Kind of like what we got going here. 1st and goal. We got the rookie. He got both feet down. Not 1. 2 touchdowns for the young fella. I'm liking the connection we're seeing brewing. Oh, of course they're going to booth review it. Okay. Slightly nervous now. Let's see what they ultimately say here. I think he got both feet down. Check the replay out. I mean, yeah, he got 2 feet and an ankle down. He might have broke his ankle on that play. Look, toe tap, Ball's in possession. Ankle's completely snapped and broken. That's a touchdown. So it's 1st and 10, about a minute 13 left here in the first half. And Dallas, well, they desperately need to get some points to the board. They missed a field goal, and that's all they've had a chance for. So 2nd down and 8. Prescott and Zeke again in the backfield by themselves. Pressure on Dak. He gets hit hard, and that one's incomplete. This right now is pretty much a chuck it up and hope you get a first down moment right now for this team. Chase Young had a lot of pressure off the sidelines, but what a catch there by Cooper. 50 seconds left in the dream. Dallas has 1 timeout left to try to get some points on the board. They need to throw things a whole lot faster than what they're throwing right now. They go for the quick out, and that's going to be to Zeke at the 35. They're keeping it going, 2nd and 6. Chase Young was going 100 miles an hour at Dak. He gets him, but he gets it out quick, and Zeke stops short. So 15 seconds left now. Dallas has run a lot of time off the clock. They got 3rd and short coming up here. They called their last timeout. Dak's rolling, throws an absolute dot. This was going to be caught, and all of a sudden they're in field goal range, but time's running. And they are not going to get anything. Dallas couldn't get to the line quick enough. No field goal for them. What a throw by Dak, though. Rolling to his left, comes back across. There's a dot down the middle of the field. They had some momentum, but no points to show for it. Can't be but so mad about that. Dallas has been doing a lot this half. Starting the 3rd quarter, they're coming out guns blazing. They're finally trying to get more points on the board. Again, it's been a little bit for them. They find a guy across the middle of the field. 85, same guy as before. He's down in the red zone. That's 85's 4th catch of the game. He's about 70 or so yards right now. He's cooking us across the middle. Zeke tries to go somewhere, but again, our defense has mostly kept him in check today. 2nd and 11. Dak moves under center now. An opportunity to get that blitz going. We called it. He throws one literally on the run forward, and that goes for 8. That one goes to CeeDee Lamb. Haven't really seen much of him today. Only his 3rd catch of the afternoon. He's got about 25 yards on the ball game. Solo dolo coverage for most of our guys here. 3rd and 3. Again, Dak didn't see it coming until it was too late. Great pressure, no sack though. So that means now on 4th and 3, Dallas lines up for their 2nd field goal attempt of the game. First one, not so good. This one, right down the middle. They get it to go. They cut the lead now to 18. So we're coming back out here in 1st and 10 again, about halfway through the 3rd quarter. Things have been looking honestly pretty good for us. And look at the young fella, Bartell. Catches it, keeps his feet in bounds, goes for even more. I'm loving it. And honestly, this feels like we got a couple of weeks in the books with him now. He understands his routes a little bit more. He's got some poise going, some rapport going with his boy Dorsett. That's made a major difference right now. Over 50 yards so far in the game after Jalen Smith just crushed Thad Lindley on that play. Thad, though, looking like he's going to burst through the middle, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to try to stretch it in the end zone. They're going to tackle him, but it is too little, too late. Thad Lindley, he's out here. I mean, that's what we need to see. I said this year was the year that I thought Thad Lindley could get MVP. He hasn't really had the hottest start, but I mean, that big yard gain, 43 some yards to go to the end zone. That's huge. And oh God, Zeke says, you can do something, I can do it too. Montez Sweat is our only hope to stop him. We stop him inside the 10. What's wild is that Zeke and Thad Lindley both had 13 for 52, and then they both had big gains on their next carry. Wild, both those guys are killing it, but Zeke needed the oxygen tank because he comes out for a play. 2nd and goal. Dallas has been in the red zone, I think a couple of times today, but they've yet to put any points on the board outside of a field goal. Like, they're definitely struggling this side of the field. Dak again under center. Zeke back in the game. Oxygen tank works some wonders. Dak throws a dot that is going to be broken up by John Meekins. So after a great play by the safety there, we got to hope we can hold him here on 3rd and goal yet again. It's been a blowout so far. We're trying to keep it going that way. Biddle again trying to get himself into the backfield. He can, but look at the hit by Montez Sweat. Made a touchdown saving tackle earlier. Now keeps him out of the end zone potentially again. So if I'm Dallas, I'm probably going for the touchdown here, but they're going to opt to go for a field goal. 4th and goal from the 15. Again, feels like too little too late, but they've cut the lead to 22. What an offensive show out for our team so far as we start the 4th quarter. You have almost 400 yards total offense. The running game, the passing game, everything has looked incredible today. Even our defenses look good. Thad Lindley almost has as many rushing yards today that he had coming into the game for the entire season. It's kind of wild to think about. Sean Dorsett says, oh, don't worry about me. I haven't run much today, but I'm going to keep it being safe out here. 44 yards in the game for him. I know we haven't really seen Dorsett turn the ball over today, which has been great, but I know he hasn't really thrown any crazy passes, but I got to give props to really the offensive line more than anything. He hasn't really had a ton of pressure in his face so far. And when a young quarterback doesn't have a lot of pressure in their face and their confidence is sky high, that usually ends up being pretty good. Going for an outside run here for Lindley. Lindsey runs into his own guy. That might have been 9 or 10, but instead it's a loss. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Dorsett's going to go under center, make him think maybe we're possibly running in here. A close one. Gallup had it, but drops another one, unfortunately. Now, Dallas had a solid drive going, but an interception by John Meekins ends up putting us right here at the 43-yard line. So Dak's rough day, it honestly kind of continues right now. Little 2nd and 8 coming up here. We're set again, all the time in the world. Look at what the offensive line has done for him today. Nothing short of incredible. They deserve all the praise, more than maybe anybody else. First down again from the 30 this time. Bartell's out here streaking. No way. He had it and dropped it. That'd have been his 3rd touchdown of the game if he caught it. We're starting to see a lot of separation from him out there deep. It's incredible to see what he's doing already at this point. Well, 2nd and 10. Chase Claypool in the game. Know what we got to do? We got to go to him right here. He's going to pick up a big one down the middle of the 17. Why are we passing? Well, 1, it's a divisional game, and we're trying to run the score up. And 2, it's a divisional game. We're trying to run the score up. We're going to put Bartell deep here. We got Arnold coming across. Barnett going out to the corner of the end zone. This might be a solid play.
Bruh.
We had him. It was just a little too far on that. 2nd down, Dorsett again. Trying to find something here. This is going to be a close one. Michael Gallup, he might be in against his former team. He's down to the 1. And honestly, getting Gallup down that close is, we got to try to get him in the end zone here. 1st and goal. 2-minute warnings coming up. We're set. Had an opportunity, but got hit way too quick. All right, we're going to try the same thing here. We want to get Kirkpatrick over, but we can't. But I think we still might be able to get Gallup on this play. Well, we got him. We just couldn't hold on to it. So we got 3rd and goal coming up here. We're actually going to keep Lindley in the block. I think probably the same. Now we're gonna let Kirkpatrick leak out a little bit. We had Arnold. He got batted down, and well, we're kicking a field goal here. All right, so Sean Lane, again, our free agent kicker that we signed. Little known fact, he's super fast. So why not show off the speed? Okay, you can see that he's fast. He just wasn't fast enough. We're finding Dallas here in the 3rd and 11. Again, looking pretty rough for them right now. Dak standing in his own end zone is not good. And well, Glenn Wall says, nice to meet you. Got a safety pin for you. So with 1:28, honestly, I want to try to get some more points to the board. I feel like we can get Gallup in the end zone potentially. Let Lindley run a little bit more. I mean, he's had a heck of a game. Let's get him over 125 on the day or so. Got Gallup going deep here on 2nd and 4. They do have a whole lot of help, so I don't know if that's really going to work out too well for us. Nice little catch there. We're going to put Bartell in a streak route here. Hopefully we can get a little bit of play for Gallup. Again, he's had a solid game, 4 or 5 catches, but again, we'd love to get that dude in the end zone at some point today. Not in the end zone on this play, but he's down on the 30-yard line. Things looking good here. 1st down again.
Hey, watch out!
Not exactly the protection we wanted. This is also an interesting thing because we can get over 300 yards passing with Dorsett, which again would be a nice little boost to his ego. We got a deep one. We did the opposite to his ego. We risked one to Bartell, trying to get his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, and well, Dallas picked it off. I will say though, Dak Prescott ended up throwing a pick here to Trey Sanders for 15 yards. So you know what? We got one last shot. All right, so we're finding ourselves with probably 1 or 2 shots here. We're gonna put Gallup on a streak route. Let him go up and get one real quick, see what happens. Little pump fake. Oh, he's got room. He's got room. We got a penalty, ladies and gentlemen. That's almost as good as a touchdown when it's on the defense. All right, so we get an automatic 1st down because of that. Gallup, unless they blitz, this may not be your play, but we're gonna try it out. They kind of, sort of, maybe left an opening, and Gallup finally. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Did we give up an interception because of it? Yeah, but we got one back. And we got a touchdown. I'll take 4 and 1 all day. So with that, we're gonna walk out of here with a major W. Dallas, we beat them down. I'm okay with that. So catching up over the stats, Rashawn Dorsett, 17 of 28, 288 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. We'll deal with the 1 pick. Dak Prescott, not a game he'll really be happy about. No. Lindley, though, had a great game on the ground. 19 for 117, 1 touchdown, not a single fumble today. Zeke had a pretty solid game, too. 17 for 96. Again, that big 40-whatever yard play that he had. Almost a touchdown, but Montez Sweat saved it. And Dorsett, what I'm really happy about is 3 attempts, 44 yards, not a single turnover for him. That's huge. In the air, Michael Gallup had the most catches today, 6 grabs, 73 yards, and 1 touchdown. Again, could have had a major one, but, you know, it is what it is. Deontay Harris was killing us today across the middle, 6 for 90. Cooper with 5 for 45. Abdul Bartell, though, 5 for 79 and 2 touchdowns. That's a heck of a day for the Rook. On defense, Glenn Walls led us today. He had 7 tackles, one of those being a sack, which ended up being a safety as well. Christian Norwood had 6 tackles. Meekins had a heck of a game today with an interception of 6 tackles. Levi Fryer, again, who we just signed to a major deal, 5 big tackles for him. Montez Sweat had a sack and a heck of a chase down play. From a sack perspective, we only had 2 again, 1 from Sweat, 1 from Walls, and picks. We had 1 from Trey Sanders and 1 from John Meekins. Job well done, fellas. So to go back to your home and get a big W to put you back at 2-1, which again puts you even with the Dallas Cowboys, is a great game, especially when that team was healthy. And to put the cherry on the top, I mean, we got Michael Gallup, a former Dallas Cowboy, a touchdown against his former team at the end of the game to run the score up. It doesn't get any better than that. There honestly, though, is nothing better than your team firing on all cylinders, whether it's offense, whether it's defense, whether it's special teams. Everybody is killing it right now, and that makes me feel like I'm a pretty good coach. Still, it is early in the season. I want to rest on my laurels. I want to make sure that I keep pushing this team to be the best they can possibly be. We suffered heartbreaking defeat in the postseason last year, and honestly, this year, I don't want to ever feel that again.